Now, Simon, I know you're an amazing plant-based chef, but really, this is taking it too far.
It's a bit much, isn't it? You just need a couple of eyes and it could be like an afro little bowl and have decorations on the windowsill. This is something that we can sort of make a really nourishing one-pot wonder full of flavour dish, right? That you just sort of can come back to all the time.
Absolutely.
And use it as a base. So add beans, add your own little spin to it, go whichever way you want. We're going to go down a little Korean kimchi way.
So let's talk about what we have right here.
So cauliflower nero, a type of brassica,
Yeah.
which is technically like the flower that comes out of the ground. So things like kales, broccolis, cabbages, and collard greens, which is more quite common for the American South.
Well, we're spoilt for choice here in Australia with all the greens that we get. I mean, we're using the cauliflower nero today, but silverbeet could work.
Silverbeet would be perfect.
Yeah.
Any sort of like that iron-rich or dark leafy green, I always say.
Yeah, so good for you,
Yeah,
good for you. I love when you come and cook for me because I always feel so healthy and a bit nourished. And this is quite a wintry dish too.
It really is. And you've got to think about, I mean, the other part is what is in season.
And I guess if you can't find cauliflower nero, then you could absolutely mix up your greens too.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Or just, you could use some broccoli for this too.
Yep, it just comes down to timing. Things cook differently. So the wonderful world of sort of brassicas is they take on a lot of heat and they can handle a lot of time in cooking. So if you were to use, for example, broccoli or anything like that, just think about the time.
Timing, yeah, exactly.
That's all that matters. Now, I've just diced up an onion.
Okay.
You're going to spend half an hour peeling all that. And we want the stems too, by the way. So yes, oh my God, I should have told you this to start.
Well, this is my least favourite job, to actually take the stalk. I'm so used to taking the stalk out, but I'll just stop that right now.
Yeah, and just chop it.
Great.
Chop it up into pieces.
So should I be doing it all together or separating it? Or you just cook all together?
All together. It's easy. A one thing. And the best thing is, because we're cooking it for about 45 minutes, it's all the stems are going to become soft and break down.
Fantastic, even better.
So let me start by putting the onions in a pan with a bit of oil. So just a tiny bit. If you're a no oil family or you have oil dietaries, then you can just sans oil. Leave the oil out.
Well, I love it. So get it in there.
Exactly right. We're big fans.
Yeah.
And now, whilst you're still chopping the stems and stuff, let's talk about this. So a bit of acid, a bit of balance in flavour. So some apple cider vinegar, smoked paprika, in that goes. And then the kimchi, which we're going to put in at the very, very end.
Okay. Now, so pretty much a one pot, everything goes in together. Absolutely. There's no order here.
Absolutely. I'm actually even going to put the stock in now because I'm waiting for the chopping of the...
Well, it's going to go much faster now that I don't need to take away the stem.
So in here we put vegetable stock or mushroom stock. You can add whatever stock you prefer. Stock cube and water. That's usually what I do because I don't carry stock with me, so it's totally up to you.
Okay.
Seasoning, a little salt, a little bit of soy. Because we're going down that kimchi route, it kind of makes a bit of sense, and it's got a beautiful umami flavour.
Very good.
So a bit of soy. Now, once that's all chopped up, and I love it because you've gotten even more rougher as we've gone on, and that is kind of what we're after, right?
Okay, good.
You start small and you finish big, right?
Yeah, well, I just figured if this is going to be cooking low and slow,
that's right.
It doesn't need to be finely.
So true. And so in that case, we're going to go 40 minutes lid on.
Okay.
Take the lid off. We want this to be broken down.
Yes.
And then we'll check the liquid levels. We do want it to be just a little liquid at the bottom, but not very much, so we can cook it down even further.
Very nice.
Right, so we're done. So it's reduced down. It's nice and, I mean, it's almost gravy-like at the moment. It smells unbelievable.
Yeah, it really does smell great. And look how much it's cooked down. It's all the way to the top there, and it's just cooked down.
Yeah, and it's tender, even the stems. Now, we're going to do it our twist, and you can do whatever you want, right? You can add beans, you can do whatever you like. But kimchi, really good bacteria, really good for the gut, and we're talking about good gut food here.
Fantastic.
And we're doing it at the end when it's turned off because we're not boiling all that bacteria, all that good bacteria, this good gut stuff.
Yep.
We're just keeping it neutral to make sure that we keep that wonderful nutrient level.
Great tip.
Stir it through.
Yep.
Also adds a wonderful acidity.
Yeah, and also I just like how it retains that pop of red colour, which is quite nice throughout it.
And that's it. Like the hardest thing about this is just waiting for it.
Yeah,
isn't it?
And it's not even that long, 40 minutes, a little longer after that, and then it's ready to
fine.
go. Yep, here's a bowl.
Yep. And in we go. So this is sort of like per serve, per person.
Yep.
And I would sit in front of the TV with this.
Yep.
And maybe some rice on the side, which we've got there.
Got some rice, yeah. And like you say, this is a protein hit with all of that cauliflower nero used. Instead of meat, why not try this with rice? It's filling Ooh,
That
the
juice.
juices, the gravy.
The gravy, that's right. And that's
There
it.
we go.
That's it. Cider rice. So, you know, it's warm. It's that wintry, autumn, cooler months. Bowl, couch, rice. Like, that's comfort food for me.
So is. I agree. Let's have a taste of this.
Yeah. Now, we know what rice tastes like, so let's just jump on.
So tender, the stalks are tender. And that pop of kimchi. I'm gonna make that again. I really love that. And I think it'd freeze all right too.
So good.
Make a big batch of that, have in the freezer. You want a side of that with some rice.
Yep.
However you like, if you want to put some beans with it, as you suggested.
Yep.
Fantastic. Greens. See, they don't have to be boring at all, do they?
Love your greens, that's what I say.
Very good.